Hi friends, my name is Bhushan. In the last video, I will show you how to create a database and table in MySQL database with the help of WAMP server. So in this video tutorial, I will show you how to connect to that database using a Java code. So let's get started. Go to your NetBeans IDE and create a new project, Java application with next, and give your project name. I'm gonna call it as Connect DB, and just uncheck this create main class option and click finish. So after creating a project, go to your project, just right click, select new, and choose a Java class. So here we give a name to your class. I'm gonna call it as connection and click finish. So first let's remove all these command lines. Let's import some libraries. Import java.sql.star and import another library is import javax.swing.star. Inside your class, let's write connection con is equal to null. So basically this connection is an interface and I'm assigning it to a null. The next line, let's write a method is public static connection and your method name connect db. So okay, basically what I'm doing is I'm writing a method which is a static method and which is of type connection. So this means that this method should be called using the class name which is connection, and this method should return a value which is of type connection. So inside this method, let's write try catch block, try catch exception e, and inside this catch g option pane dot show message dialog, and the first parameter is null, the second parameter is e. So in the next line, let's write return null. Okay, inside your try block, just write um, class dot for name, and inside the for name within double quotes write com dot mysql dot jdbc dot driver. So this is a driver name that I'm using. So there are many types of drivers, but I'm using this one. So make sure the class dot for name and within double quotes com dot mysql dot jdbc dot driver. Just remember that it's a driver name. So in the next line, just write connection con is equal to driver manager dot get connection. So basically this get connection method accepts three parameters. The first parameter is the host that we are using, the second parameter is the username, and the third parameter is password. In the first parameter, the host is here, the host name is localhost. So in the double quotes just write jdbc colon mysql colon double slash and localhost and colon 3306, where 3306 is a port number for MySQL database, and slash and your database name. Here in this case my database name is student. So this is the first parameter. The second parameter is the username. By default the MySQL database username will be root. The third parameter is password, which will be empty. Okay. In the next line, let's show some message that the user, whether the connection has been established or not. So for that, write j option pane dot show message dialog. And the first parameter is null. The second parameter is the string. Here we write our message connection has been established. Okay. So at last we return a value which is of type connection. So return con. So now finally we run a code for the connection. So at last what we have to do is we need to include one file which is a MySQL connector. So it's something like a bridge between the Java and the MySQL database. So without this file we cannot access the MySQL database. So what you have to do is go to your project and select your libraries and right click and add jar or folder. So it will ask for the MySQL connector. So select the MySQL connector and click open. So just see here we included the MySQL connector. If you don't have this file, underneath this video in the description box I will provide a link to this file. Just download the file and use it in your project. So make sure that it's a something like a bridge between the MySQL database and the Java. So without this connector we cannot access the MySQL database. So once you include this file, go to your main project and right click and click name new and go to select a JFrame form, and here we create a login, give a name to your JFrame form. I'm gonna call it as a login and click finish. So here this is our JFrame form. So go to your source. This is the design view and this is the source view. So here let's remove all these comment lines first of all. Okay. Okay. First, let's again import the library, which is import java.sql.star. Inside this class, let's create a connection count is equal to null. So inside your constructor, so let's call the method that just we have written in the connection file. So I told you any method we make it as a static, then we need to make that, then we need to call that method using a class name. So let's call the method using the class name. Here my class name is connection. So connection dot one method. Okay, now finally inside our constructor block we call the method just we have written. Okay, as soon as the object is created, as soon as the form is loaded, jframe form is loaded, the constructor will call. So when the constructor call, then this method will call. So in this method we have written a connection code to the MySQL database. So let's see what happens when we run the project. Yes, finally we did it. The connection has been established. Click OK. The JFrame form will open. So here we can do all your work, make a login page, and do whatever you want. So this is how we can connect MySQL database using a Java code. I hope you understand. Yeah, I hope you learned something. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.